Hello everyone. Welcome to another edition of Fire Emblem Heroes Sleeper Skills, the series where we take a look at skills that can be hard to find a home for. Today we'll be talking about Obstruct. Obstruct is a B-slot skill with an equip cost of 200 skill points. It prevents enemies from moving through adjacent squares as long as you are above the HP threshold. Obstruct has 3 ranks and can be fully unlocked from the 4-star versions of Hana, Lucas, or Legion. Obstruct only prevents movement through adjacent squares, not movement into or out of them. If a unit begins their turn in an obstructed space, they can leave it as normal. Additionally, Obstruct has no effect whatsoever on units equipped with the Pass skill. Obstruct synergizes with Threaten effects, defensive buffs, and healer support. Obstruct is, without a doubt, one of the least useful skills in the game. Other B-slot choices are more consistent, more powerful, or both. But there is a difference, I think, between least useful and completely useless. By reducing the size of the threatened area, Obstruct can give you options you didn't have before. In particular, Obstruct can protect ranged units and mitigates the movement advantage offered by flying and cavalry. That protection comes at a cost. Your unit needs to survive every attack thrown at it for a full turn. In the arena, this is a problem. Arena builds are very lethal, and Obstruct is unreliable. Even if your obstructing unit survives, you're giving the enemy opportunities to dance, reposition, or otherwise trip you up. It's just better to outright kill enemies instead. In PvE, Obstruct is a little more viable. I can think of 2 main use cases. The first is puzzle solving. With the introduction of the GHB Elite quests, the game wants us to use every tool at our disposal. Obstruct, even if it's situational, can do things that other skills can't. Sometimes that's the advantage that you need. I think Lubu's strategy for the Amelia and Tana BHB, linked in the description below, is a good example of how someone can use Obstruct in this way. The second use case is training. Unlike the Warriors maps, the special training maps don't have amazing choke points, so building a portable one is handy. Pick a bulky unit, unequip their weapon, and then use Obstruct to guard your trainee. Let's take a look at some builds. As always, these aren't the only builds that use Obstruct, they're just some that I like. Up first we have everyone's favorite training partner. Azama has remarkable defense for a healer and comes with Threaten Attack by default. He's almost tailor-made to use Obstruct. For his weapon, we keep Pain. It gives us guaranteed non-lethal damage when we need it. A Refine isn't necessary, but if you want to pick one, I'd go with Dazzling. His A skill is Fortress Defense. Azama's attack is almost completely irrelevant, and his defense is crucial. The B skill is Obstruct. Our pick for the C skill is Threaten Attack, and the seal is Flexible. There's not much else to say. Trainer Azama's job is to sit in a choke point, take hits, and heal his trainee when necessary. Nothing more and nothing less. Next up is another training partner, Sheena. Sheena is a unit that sits at the intersection of availability, mixed bulk, and power. She's a staple on a lot of free-to-play armor teams, and is one of the few units in the game that can break 40 in both defensive stats without too much effort. When Sheena isn't fighting though, she makes for a great portable wall. We leave her weapon unequipped intentionally, to avoid stealing kills. For her special, we give her a damage reduction special. Ranged or melee is up to you. Her assist is Swap. This lets her trade places with her trainee as needed. The swap, attack, dance, swap sequence is a pretty safe way to train melee units. In the A slot, we can keep her default shield for effective damage canceling, or pass along Fortress Defense. The B slot is Obstruct. Again, I like Threaten Attack in the C slot to reduce incidental damage, and the seal is Flexible. Just like Azama, this build is intended to be a walking wall and not much else. Of the two, I think Azama is slightly better for training ranged units, and Sheena is a bit more helpful when training melee ones. Overall, Obstruct is a weak skill. Unlike popular B-slot choices that are always good, you need to go out of your way and look for opportunities to make Obstruct work. Those opportunities are few and far between, but they're satisfying when you find them. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please consider leaving a like or subscribing. You can find me on Twitter at DireThunderYT, so feel free to send me cool stuff or just drop by to say hello. As always, I hope to see you next time. Take care.